Hello, everyone. My name is Thomas Sawyer with ThomasSawyer.com, and today we have,
Hi, all. Ingrid H. Turner with IngridHTurner.com. Thank you, Thomas.
and we're going to be doing 30. Well, there's no one even on the feed yet, so I'm going to get my video file,
Okay, get your video file. We're going to do the thing.
and let's see, where is it at? There's so many of these. Open. There we go. We'll be right back, mofos.
You're muted.
Hello, everyone. We are back.
Hi,
Thomas
hi.
Sawyer. Me and Ingrid are live. I'm Thomas Sawyer with ThomasSawyer.com, and here is Ingrid with.
IngridHTurner.com.
Let me
Hi,
find my little.
all. We're doing it. We're doing the thing.
So, guys, $35 donation, and it is linked in StreamYard. It is linked in Facebook. And please comment and let us know you are here. Please like, please share out. And we have a list started. We have plenty of openings, and we have Amy Mosley to begin.
Okay, I'll start.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Amy. Okay, sweet. So I'm feeling a lot of tension in my sacral. Oh, and I'm also feeling tension in my shoulders, and I feel like a power center flare up and my crown chakra. Okay, cool. So what I'm getting from this, Amy, is you have so much creative energy to bring out into the world. You're really creative, and it just feels like it's squelched because you're afraid. You're afraid to bring it out. But here's the thing, that when you're not expressing yourself creatively, then you end up in this like box of energy. It's a really, really boxed in energy. It feels really tight and like tons and tons of weight on your shoulders. And it's like this crushing feeling. I get this crushing feeling that you experience when you're not expressing yourself creatively. That is freaking awesome. Thomas, do not take those sunglasses off. You're feeling this energy. Let me just tap back in. It feels like it's crushing. In order for you to break out of that box and live a life that feels more free and full and aligned and happy, you're going to need to really prioritize expressing yourself creatively. This doesn't have to be for any reason other than your own pleasure. I'm personally seeing painting as a really good outlet for you. Painting feels like that would really help like massage and nourish that sacral energy, that sacral center, which feels so tight to me, loosen it up and expand it. And then you're going to find that the tensions that you feel, the weight that you feel are going to start to fall away and fall away. And you're going to get more clarity about your life in general and what it is you want your life to look like. Because as you're able to relax more, that's when you get more clarity. You're going to see where certain things need to go and shift and change and go away. Certain people in your life are not working for you. And just how you access this really cool, calm, and collected center of yours. But when you're not moving energy through and expressing it expressing creative energy, like really taking that creative energy that is a part of you, such a massive part of you, and moving it through you and out of you. Because here's the thing, that's a version of channeling spirit. And when you're channeling creative energy or spirit, you can't keep that inside of you. It's you're not built for it. It's got to come through you. That's why it's channeling, right? You're channeling it through you. So you have to bring this creative energy through you, and then you're going to start to relax. And you get more and more clarity, more and more calm. Your confidence is going to increase. And also you're just going to stop taking shit, which is exactly what needs to happen for you in your life right now. And right now you're not able to like really see it or manage it or deal with it. And it's only because you're not doing anything creatively. It's as simple as getting creative. And I just keep see painting. I don't know if that's something that you do or you're interested in, or there may be some other way that you want to be creative. The medium itself does not matter. It's the energy that needs to move through you. Okay, sweets. Well, let's pull some cards now. See if there's anything else Spirit wants to share with you today. Thank you. Let us know what we need to know for beautiful Amy. Okay. Yeah, so these cards really feel like they're affirming what I'm saying. We have the Six of Cups, and cups are about creativity, but what the added layer that I'm getting from these cards to this message is this is something from your childhood, something you loved in childhood. I mean, it could be finger painting, coloring, whatever it is in your childhood that got you into that expansive space. That's what Spirit's asking you to go back to, because you have a lot of disappointment that you're dealing with, a lot of anxieties, a lot of worries, a lot of busyness, a lot of waiting around. I feel like you're doing a lot of waiting on other people. But at the bottom of the deck, you got the Six of Wands, which is victory. Okay, this is and this is accolades, and this is being seen. So it would not surprise me is as you dove deep, like committed more to your creative outlet, your artistry specifically, you're going to end up being successful with that in a commercial sense. It could be commercially successful for you. So this is important. This is a big, important message from Spirit. Like Spirit wants you to be happy. The universe wants you to be happy and fulfilled and living your best life. It is a lie. I'm getting this. Is like, it is a lie that you need to martyr yourself or sacrifice your happiness to be a good person. It's not true. And that's the lesson, I feel like what you're needing to understand right now at this time in your life. Over to you, Thomas. That was fun.
Okay, there's a lot here. I'm trying to unpack all this past life stuff. Okay, number one, you have an archangel seed of creation. They were talking also about you making stuff, but they're saying that, as Ingrid said, the creativity will spark something within you that will ignite into other things that will bring about more. They're talking very high. I apologize. It will bring more into you, bring more out of you so you can see what you are truly wanting to do and what you're creative with. But as Ingrid said, you need to start with something. I could take this advice myself, they're saying. But I need to start with something that opens this door up for you. There is this archangel seed of creation, and they're giving me different colors, but I'm not seeing which archangel it is. So I'm feeling like it's not super important that I say, because there really is probably thousands or billions of archangels. Anyways, but they're saying the children need to be taught. This is in the future for you. And what I'm hearing is, this is something I think me and Ingrid and a lot of people will understand. I don't think there'll come a point where there's a choice.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's just something you signed up for. It's something you signed up to do. And you know this. They don't like. Well, it's not a question of not liking. They're not happy that you're more in the background. They would like you to start stepping forward a little bit. They're saying you don't have to be like me or Scott. They'll know who I'm talking about. Amy, you don't have to be on the forefront of things, but to actually start taking some steps to get seen a little bit more. Maybe I'm seeing a tarot class or something. Teach a tarot class where you live if you know tarot or oracle cards or something to get you out there. But there's children. They're saying more importantly, heart chakra that need to be taught. So all these children are coming in, Amy. Some are already born, some are not, but they're going to need direction, and they're going to be wildly powerful. That's going to kind of be a good and a however you look at things, good and bad. But they're going to be wildly powerful, but they're thirsting for knowledge, and someone has to teach them. There's going to be many of us, they're saying. But starting that creativity within yourself is going to get you to that point. And this is part of your evolution. They're also saying you need to do some stretching because you're getting energy sometimes stuck within your body. And they were mentioning a lover. I don't know if you have a boyfriend, Amy. But that was on my sheet of paper. I was writing stuff out. So even I'm being creative, okay? I wouldn't normally do this in readings, but I'm just writing stuff out as I'm seeing it.
Nice.
So it's the same process for you. It's just try something, even if it's just drawing, or they're saying drawing, or they like drawing, they're saying. Maybe you know how to draw. I can't draw with this shit, but you can draw. Also, so let me do some healing for your heart chakra. And now, there's some kind of Akashic tint to this energy. So there's some kind of Akashic energy in here from your past lifetimes. The Akashic records, for those people that don't know, are the records of everything that's ever existed. They're also saying look back to Merlin. There's some connection with you, Merlin, and a dragon. I just keep seeing Merlin and a dragon. They're saying this is for you to figure out. This isn't like something that's going to be revealed in one day. But it's important. Merlin probably wants to work with you again, too, I'm hearing. Yeah, okay. Whew, okay. Back. Got me in. Thank you, Amy. I don't know if you're
Thank you, Amy.
And next up, we're going to go and see. Guys, we still have openings available. $35 donation. It is linked in StreamYard as well as Facebook. Next up, we have Ivy Bell.
Hey, Ivy. All right, beautiful. Let me just tap into your energy. Okay, feeling a lot of energy in the throat chakra. And what you need to know about this, I feel like a stuckness in the throat chakra. It's hard for you to speak. It's hard for you to speak up. It's hard for you to speak up is what I'm getting. Like, speak up. I just keep hearing that over and over again. Speak up, speak up, speak up. It's hard for you to speak up. And they're also telling me that what you need, you have an incredibly powerful voice in that you have, it's not like a big booming voice. It's not necessarily, that's not what I mean by powerful voice. I mean that it's your power center. It's where you're most blocked at this point is what I'm getting, but it's also where you show up most powerfully and can be most seen, most recognized. You have a way of delivering information through your voice, delivering energy through your voice that is going to really help some people. And so Spirit is I'm getting to wipe it away. Like you just got to wipe away the gunk that is inside your throat center, that is blocking your throat center. And what I'm getting is like this gunk is symbolizing, stories and conditioning and things you've been told about speaking up and what you should say. I feel like you have been in the past, you've been like shut down in your voice, and you shouldn't say that and don't say that, and like that kind of energy. And you're so sensitive. I feel a really sensitive heart. You're very, very sensitive because you're so sensitive to your environment. They're telling me you're really, really like an antenna, and you're just so sensitive and so empathic. And you don't necessarily tend to take on energy, but you feel it so acutely. And you're such a kind person that when you feel like a rippling or a ruffling of the energy around you, you want to do everything you can to like make that not uncomfortable for the people around you. But you're going to have to push through that people pleasing tendency, because you have things to share. You have a voice, and you have things to share through your voice. And it's very important that you share these things through your voice. I've got spirit coming in, and my guide is saying that, you made a promise. You made a commitment when you came here. And I feel like I'm getting a lot of that for a lot of people right now, is like, and Thomas mentioned it with Amy's reading as well. There's going to come a point where it's just like, no go, because you were born, and this is very much a collective message as well, but it's very important for you, Ivy. You were born in this time to do work. Okay. Because we are shifting into a new earth. We're shifting. You got a new paradigm we're rocking here. And your particular job, your task is via the throat. You don't have to know what you're supposed to communicate right now. You just have to make a commitment to saying it anyway. And a big part of clearing that throat is going to be working through tendencies to people please, to couch things in a way that people will like accept them, and understand when you ruffle feathers, that's part of your gift, and not to take it personally. Okay, let's pull some cards and see what else we got for you, babe. Okay. Ooh, the Lovers, Daughter of Cups, Three of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, and Ace of Pentacles. Okay. You are at a crossroads right now. You're like, where do I go from here? You can't really make a wrong choice, is what I'm getting. You just need to move. You need to make a move. Either direction is going to take you where you need to go. And both directions are going to take you through a period of testing, for lack of a better word. You're going to have to spend some time alone and doing the deeper inner work, the healing work, so that you can start this new beginning, which is a new individual, new energetic beginning for you. It's a concrete beginning, but it's really about how you're putting your energy out there, right? But you're stalling because you think you need to make a choice. Like you have a choice to make, and it really matters what choice you make. It doesn't matter what choice you make. Make the one that seems the most fun. It's going to take you to the same place. And any choice you make, you're going to have to walk through some fire to get to the other side. But it's all working for you. And when you walk through that fire, you're going to burn away the nonsense that is keeping you small, or not keeping you small, the nonsense that is making you keep yourself small. Okay. It's time to bloom. And it's make or break it period for you. You've gotten to the point where it's really not tenable anymore to keep your voice small like that.
I see a comment real quick. Sorry, Ivy. Not seeing a link. I have the link in PayPal, dear, and it is on my profile. It's a lot of light. It's on it's paypal.me/tsawyer777. It's on my profile too. I don't know why Facebook isn't letting the link show up anymore, but it's also linked in StreamYard. I don't know. Anyways, the same. Moving on. So what I'm seeing, Ivy, number one is this montage. They're going crazy with this. Okay, they've been doing this to me all day. I saw like this Rocky montage, the Rocky movies, where he's like training for Ivan Drago and Rocky IV in the Russian wilderness. And then they show me David Goggin videos. So what they're getting at is these people push them. There comes a point where you have to start training yourself to be what you want to be. But it's not, they're saying it's not training in the traditional militant masculine sense that we're showing Thomas, because we're showing him that for a reason. But it's training yourself to do what it is you want to do. Whatever that is, even if you don't know, they're saying just start. And they're going to say this to almost every person is no, and everyone's going to say it's too hard. I get it. I understand. It's too hard to meditate. Listen, when I worked in pest control, that job fucking sucked, and I did it for 13 years. It was fucking too hard, man. But I worked 12 hours a day and sweated a gallon of water in the heat of 100 degrees, and I was perfectly happy because I was making plenty of money. I don't know why I feel like I have to say this, but if you were getting paid to meditate, I think everyone on this feed, it wouldn't be that hard. I need to say that. So, number one, they are with you. They're saying ask us for help, especially Anubis. I'm talking to my God. Leprechauns. I don't even know what leprechauns do. Anyways, but they do something. They're real. They're part of the Fae. They say ask the leprechauns for help. Just don't ask for any gold or any deals, but or just ask them for help. Maybe you have some connection with leprechauns. I'm hearing you do. I don't know much about leprechauns. But number one, the most important card I'm seeing is, okay, they just flipped the card on me. What you're avoiding. Focus on the light. It's focusing on the gratitude for what you have in your life right now. I understand, Ingrid understands, everyone on this feed understands that we are all going through shit right now. Mentally, emotionally, and I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer. Energetically, everyone's going through it. Not everyone's going to say it. It just is what it is. And that's okay. But focus on what you have. Because, dear God, it could be far worse than we ever imagined.
Ain't that the truth? Hey, Thomas, yeah. I don't think the StreamYard has the link in it today.
Did I not put it in there? Okay.
No. So maybe let's put a banner on the screen so people know where to go if they can't see it. Yeah.
Let's see. Let's create a banner. Okay. I need my keyboard. So, guys, Ingrid, if you can talk for a minute before I do some healing.
Okay. We're gonna talk. All right.
I gotta unplug one and plug in another.
We're doing it, folks. We're getting it together. It's kind of a funky time. Like a whole bunch of people I know are like having weird tech issues and car issues, things like that. I got car issues, but yeah, that's okay. We're almost there. We're getting the who is it? We know. Hey, Amy. Oh, Amy, we just did your reading at the beginning. That's awesome. Okay, you can go back and read it when you're done. Hey, Devorah. Hey, Mark. So happy to have you guys on here. And Lotta Light, beautiful Charlotte. Thank you, darling.
I'm adding the banner.
We're adding the banner. You'll know how to get to us soon.
There you go. There's the PayPal.
Boom. There we go.
On my profile. If you go to my Facebook, it's on the left side. Apparently, I didn't add it. I don't know what happened. Oh.
It's okay. These things happen.
I still have to plug this back in.
So this is the kind of stuff that's been happening. On Sunday night, I was part of a host group for a Zoom call, and the person who put together the Zoom call ended up having like 800 people try and join the Zoom call, and the Zoom call had a capacity for 100. And by the time the leader got there, he couldn't get in because there was 100 people and there were 700 people in the waiting room. I mean, it's just been that kind of energy. It's just been funky energy. So
and then my mouse just went out and it just came back on.
Oh, hey Sherry, we're doing good. We're just navigating some tech stuff, but we appreciate you and love you.
So everyone that's coming in. We have it is on the Facebook, but the link for the $35 donation is on the screen. It's also on my profile if you need to go there. It's on the left-hand side. You'll see a PayPal link. It's $35 donation. As we're having some technical issues, Ivy, we need to do heart chakra healing for you. So tap me in. No. No. So I'm walking through different rays of energy. Okay. Yes, let me check this again. Yeah. Yes, we got a couple. And Mark, if you're still on the feed, my friend, before we get to the next people, give me a message. My guys want me to help you out. I can give you a much reduced rate with the message that you sent me, Mark, and you know who you are. So I may message you later about that if you're still not on the feed. But next up, we have Charlotte Baguette.
Hello, beautiful Charlotte. Okay. Hang on a sec, Charlotte. Huh. What is that? Okay, I'm seeing your energy like a wave. It's like it's up and then it's down and it goes up much bigger. And there's little like indents in the wave. I'm getting to what this means. I feel like what I'm getting is your energy like is it's up and then it goes way, way down and then it goes much, much higher. And then it goes way, way down again. And it goes even higher than it ever has been before. And in order for you to capitalize on this wave that you ride, this energetic wave that you ride, you need to really honor your ups and honor your downs and not try and be anything else. I feel like you really resist the downs, like you take it really personally, and you might even mistake it for depression. But if you can get out of the story that like it's wrong and it's depression, then you're going to find that it's really just an energetic low that's really important for you to honor and just be in so that you can exalt yourself higher. When you really start to honor this energetic wave, you're going to find that forward movement starts to happen in your life. The reason you stall out in life, if you feel like you're stalling out in life in any area of your life, that's because you're in resistance to these lows, these ebbs, these energetic ebbs, which is just like stillness. It's just needing to be still and needing to be quiet. And I just see you needing to go into a quiet, dark space with like maybe just some candles and just really be on your own and in your own space. And when you're done with that, you're ready to burst back out onto the scene. And then that's when you make big forward movement. But when you're in resistance to those lower energies, to those deeper, denser, just more quiet energies, you're not giving yourself the full experience of that, the rest that you need. And it's more than just rest that you're getting. There's a really powerful integration process that's happening that you're not allowing yourself to have because you're judging yourself for those low spaces. You're trying not to be low, or if you can't help being low, you're like telling yourself it's bad or wrong, or like, and I keep getting like depression, but it's not really depression. It's a low. That's an energetic requirement for you. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with going low because then you go up so much higher and then you really I just go boom, like you push forward really quickly and powerfully after you come out of that low. And these highs and lows, they last however long they last. I think there's like kind of it varies, but there's sort of an average of like sort of 2 months-ish or something like that. When like 2 months of feeling really good and amazing, and then like a month of just being low and inward and just in your own space. Solitude is really important for you. You really need to carve out solitude for yourself. And I feel like you don't do that because you're kind of afraid of hurting other people, or you think other people will mind or won't want you to be, won't let you. But you got to do your best to get over that, because that alone time, that's really important for you. Being alone is very important for your well-being when you're in those places where you just need to go in. And I just get like snuggling with a blanket and hot tea and just like, in the kind of dead of winter kind of energy, right? That's what you would be doing. You just have cycles where that's what needs to happen for you in order for you to move forward. And if you're stalling out, it's because you're not honoring the low cycles. You're trying not to have the low cycles or judging yourself for the low cycles. Okay, let's pull cards for you. Ooh. Cups and wands. Cups and wands. You got nice stuff going on right now. There's emotional maturity. There's an offer coming. There's a partnership available to you. You step into your power, and all of this shows up for you. It's right on the edge of your aura, edge of your sphere. You step into your power. That's the Mother of Wands here. And again, the way that you get into power is you honor your need for self-care, the ways that you need to care for yourself and take care of yourself and nourish yourself. And when you do, there's a really great masculine energy that's going to offer you just what you want. Okay, there's a sweet relationship in the offing for you, or it multiple is what I'm getting. Multiple offers, multiple. But you gotta open up to it by stepping in your power, by honoring your need for your self-care and your solitude and your downtime, so you can have those really high highs, and which you're gonna enjoy. And you'll also enjoy the downs when you accept them and not mislabel them as something wrong with you. Okay, over to you, Thomas.
There is a need for psychic protection. Because I got a lot of light. It was Charlotte, correct?
Charlotte, yeah.
Charlotte. They're saying there's a need for psychic protection, which first is going into that. She feels she knows. But they're saying that you're taking on too much, and that there's some. They're getting very specific. See, I have to put on my sunglasses.
Put your sunglasses on. I told you not to take those off.
They're saying this isn't a bad thing. It's not. People. I'm going to be teaching a class on psychic protection. I just haven't worked out the date. It's probably going to be next week. But the point is that at the same time, how do I put this delicately? Because they're saying put this very delicately for everyone listening. Lots of people have attachments. It's like 80-90% of people, in my viewpoint, whether that's emotional, mental, sexual, whatever. That could be negative, neutral. Does that make sense, Ingrid?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not always a bad thing, but they're saying you definitely need to clear your field. Mm-hmm. We can help you with that a little bit, they're saying. It's a simple technique that I'm always going to tell people to do is to take a salt bath. And they're saying before you take that salt bath, to actually get that salt in your hands. And whether you believe you're a healer or not, I don't know that if you heal or not, but charge that salt with the intention that you want. You want it to release anything that no longer serves you. It's not for your highest good, correction, they're saying. I'm going to send in some like fire elemental energy and water elemental energy, because they're saying this works better. Your guides are saying this works better with your energy more than archangels do. I don't know why, but they say you understand this better than me, of course. And now, so we're going through the energy in front of you. And guys, take care of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's top it off with a dragon. There we go. They're also saying get near some running water if you can find a creek or a river. Or play running water, but they would like you to get more towards a creek of water. It's just clearing out. It's something I have to do, and I don't always do it as much as because I do this work so much. I don't always clear myself out as much as I should. But at the same time, everyone's different, what they can handle and what they can't handle. So, but clearing out your energy, clearing that out. They're saying clearing out. Just some kind of routine maintenance. And if it's the shower, if you don't have a bathtub, use salt in the shower. Like just put it on your head, rub it over your body. It's going to do the same thing. And heart chakra, emerald ray. There we go. Whew. Okay. Guys, we still have donations. Thank you for being here, Charlotte.
Thank you, Charlotte. Love you.
And we still have open donations. It is $35. It is linked on StreamYard and here. So let me redo this. Okay. Next up, we have Soul Treats.
Soul Treats. Hello, gorgeous. Okay. Lots of tension in my shoulders and my body. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, I'm like wanting to move my body and work out the tension in my body. I feel like that's literally about moving your body. Shrug your shoulders, move them around, stretch it out. That's going to be really good for you. You're shedding a lot of energy right now. Holy cow, that must feel amazing. That must feel amazing. Is what I'm getting. That just feels amazing that you're shedding so much. And it's intense and it's a lot, but it's feeling really, really good because you know what this is doing. You know where this is getting you. You know this is lightening up. You're really just letting so much go right now. And that feels like, and I feel the power center and it feels healthy. You know, it feels like, oh, okay, yeah, it's like massaging your power center, excuse me, in a healthy way. That feels amazing. We like it. Ooh, we like it a lot. Physically moving your body, doing some stretches or yoga. I feel like it'd be really fun for you to go to a class like with a group of other people, because a yoga class will slow you down a little bit, and that will be really, really nice as you transcend this energy that's just, you know, a heaviness. It's just energy that you've been hanging on to for a long time, just out of habit, not realizing you're doing it. It's been totally unconscious. And you're just shedding more and more and more of it. And you're at the point now where it's not hard. It's just like right on. It just feels like right on to me. That's just great. Oh, I love that. It's feeling so light. Oh, yeah. 6 of Swords on the bottom. 8 of, yeah. Hoo-hoo. 8 of, oh, wow. Lots of change happening here. 8 of Cups, 5 of Cups, 5 of Swords, and the Ace of Cups. And then 2 cards came out, the Son of Cups and the Father of Cups. So, you know, the way I'm reading this is you're going through a lot of changes, energetic and emotional changes right now. You know, I would normally say like the 5 of Cups and the 5 of Swords is like, oh my God, I'm hurting here. But because there are 2 5s and I have the Ace of Cups here, and when I'm feeling into your energy, I don't feel angst and pain and grief. I feel like kind of excitement, like intensity for sure. But it doesn't feel like you're in the throes of your mind stories about it. Like, you know exactly what this is, and you know exactly how beneficial this is. And sure, you may have some feelings come up, but you're not identifying with it. You're not identifying with the story anymore. You're just letting it shed. And the process, I feel like you might be kind of wondering, how long is this going to go on, you know? But it will go on as long as it will go on. And when you're done with it, doors open. They will just keep opening. So I'm really impressed with the way that I feel you handling the shedding of this energy, because it's so easy to get caught up in a story around like an identification around what you're losing. And I just don't feel like you're doing that. I feel like you've got a lot of wisdom and enlightenment about what is happening for you. Killa.
I'm saying turn the page. Hold on. That is specific for you, Soul Treats. Put on my glasses. I'm about hiding my eyes lately. I don't know why. Anyways, give me a second. Okay, Dimension Hopper. I'm just going to channel. There is a time and place for you to reach new heights of understanding, and this is already set in motion. And there is much more to be discovered within ideas that are yet to be seen within who you are, and yet to be seen within the general understanding of mankind, such as what Thomas has been told recently. I've kind of been told a certain similar thing, not the same, but a little different. But remember, there is much yet to be discovered about the relationship between spirit and the human consciousness. So I don't really know what I'm channeling. I know what I'm channeling, but I don't know what they're getting at. I'm also seeing a big ball of light, and I don't think this is, it's like indicative of source, but it's not, it's also not indicative of source. It's like indicative of a star. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Be easier, just tell me that. So there's something about a star that you need to go to. So there, now that I'm tuning into the star, it's purple and green and blue. And it's more blue and purple, they're saying, than anything else. But it's a star that you need to visit because there's some kind of information there. I'm seeing something. It looks like like someone would have viewed the Akashic records, but more like an emerald castle of something you would see the angelic realm. So there's castles of crystals in the angelic realm. But the thing is that this almost looks like a storehouse or a depository of knowledge that somehow your higher self knows about, that maybe you haven't tapped into yet. But they say if anyone can figure out how to get there, and it's going to be a lot easier. It's funny, like I'm looking at this like little alcohol thing. It just says easy on it. Be a lot easier than you think it'll be to get there, but just take time because it doesn't need to happen overnight. It's going to happen pretty fast. But it's some kind of knowledge that, same message I got, just be careful who you tell and who you don't tell. Not everyone's ready for this kind of knowledge. This is going to shake foundations, they're saying. So yeah, just keep going with what you're doing. As Ingrid said, it's opening up. Things are changing. Things are recalibrating for you. So in the last live, I did this for somebody. So we're gonna only soul treats. No one else. Thank you. And we're gonna get your battery higher if you accept, they're saying. And they're just putting in like a energy straight to you. Full. Thank you. Okay, yeah, we got it. Whew. So like 95% they're saying. But yes, you can do that yourself if you need to. But they're also talking about you getting a bit more sleep. So so you don't have to sleep 12 hours a day like me. But anyways,
how many hours a day do you sleep?
This has only been the last few days that I'm pulling these 12-hour days. I don't know what's going on. I think it's the energy.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been annoying.
Yeah.
So, anyways, but yeah, so yeah, that's it. Let me check. Guys, we still have openings. It is located in the Facebook as well as on the feed, and it is on my profile. I'm just going to redo PayPal. Let's see what we got going on. So we still have some openings, guys. So how are you doing, Miss Ingrid? Anything going on?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Lots going on, but it's good. So I mentioned earlier, like I'm having some car troubles, and I'm in Nashville still, but I really am very much enjoying being here with the people I'm with. So it's all good, and I feel pretty calm about it. Gonna get it fixed in the next few days, hopefully. But it's it's a lot. I live in my car most of the time, and so home and vehicle.
Any deals going on? Anything you're promoting?
Am I promoting anything? If you join my mailing list, you're going to find the specials that I offer. My email peeps weekly. I send out a weekly newsletter. But also follow me on social media because not everybody gets my newsletter. Email newsletters get tangled up in the spam filters, but I do send them out. And if I send them out on Thursdays. And if you join my mailing list and you're a diehard fan, then, check your spam folder because there's good stuff in there just for the email list. Like there's certain things that I give the people who opt in to receive that kind of communication with me. I give them the first deals, the best deals on anything that I'm doing. I do all my readings on Sundays. So I've got openings for that this week, this next Sunday. I got a few openings. I'm ready. I'm just here. Let's do this. What about you?
I feel like I have to talk about the energy. a lot of people right now are feeling there's this make or break energy I'm hearing.
Yeah.
And there is something to that, but I don't feel like everyone has to be so hard on themselves, but there is a bit of militancy. They're going to have, they're saying, more discipline with themselves.
Oh man, I've
What they're
been feeling
doing.
that. Yeah. Yeah, emotional discipline too has been a big one coming up for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been dealing with that too. There's been a lot of triggers of certain things.
Yeah.
And it's and it feels kind of like I'm going by the skin of my teeth with some things, but
Yeah.
at the same time, that just is what it is. But they're saying discipline. It's almost like what they're showing me. So if you have a horse and the horse has a bridle, like a bite bridle, I know some people are against that, but they're saying almost like taking it off.
Yeah.
What's the horse going to do if you take it off? Is it going to do what it knows it's supposed to do, or feels it's supposed to do? Is a better thing to say, or is it going to just run off and back into the woods? That's what they want me to say.
Huh. Something to contemplate, ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
so
feel like I really feel what you're saying. And I feel like the analogy I have is like what I'm feeling like is like I'm a ship, a big giant ship turning in the ocean. And big ships don't make sudden turns. It's like it's a long, slow, wide turn that's happening. It's fine because there's all this ocean around. It's just taking a little bit of time. Spirits likes to say to me, it'll happen faster than you think it will, but slower than you want it to. Like that's how Spirit likes to put it to me. So I think a lot anybody who's here for like the work, as we say, and that would be anybody on this feed because you're going to be attracted to the energy of me and Thomas. So, and that's what we're here for, our own versions of that. You're going to be feeling the changes are happening and you probably don't know what they are yet. A lot of there's like clarity hasn't fully come. It's getting there. Like we're getting more clear, but it's not like, oh, okay, now I know what to do. Go time. I know where I'm headed. Go time. I know what I'm doing. Go time. There's still fuzzy edges with the shifts that people are making individually, the realignments, with their intended path, like the commitment that we all made before we got here, the commitment to the expansion of this energy on Earth. I think that almost all of us have been a little off track because it hasn't been time, but now it's time. And we keep saying this to people when we're reading for them, like, there's going to come a time when this is going to be untenable. You better start making the shift now. This is going to get very uncomfortable. And that's why.
And it's going to get more uncomfortable.
More uncomfortable.
I know I've been accused of this over the years, especially on Facebook at least, of being like doom and gloom. But I've been saying this for 5 years. It is going to get very rough for the older souls I'm channeling. Those are the ones, and it's not like there is older and middle and younger souls, whatever, but who knows, half the people they're saying are older souls. They don't even know they're older souls. They don't even know what they're dealing with right now. But it's going to be tougher for the ones that have been around a long time, or the ones that have agreed to do something.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's going to come a point where it's literally what Ingrid's talking about, of having this issue where it has to be like everything explodes and you're like, what the fuck? Like, this is what I'm doing now? Like, it's gotten this big all of a sudden? Like, it's going to be like one day it's nothing and the next day it's like all-encompassing, time-consuming.
Right.
And they want the things to kind of be laid in place where there's some structure that you can fall back on that will help you deal with what's going forward so you're not overwhelmed. That's what they're preparing us for. That's what I'm hearing. Lately, I've come across a lot of very galactic beings, especially before I go to sleep. I didn't plan on talking about this, but they're almost like these beings of, and they're saying be careful a little bit, but they're like these beings of different colored light. I don't even know what they are. but they keep talking to me, and I feel like the reason I'm bringing this up is there's a bunch of beings that are trying to talk to the people watching this feed that we're talking about right now. And they're saying open up to actually having these conversations if you feel safe in doing so. So yeah, it's
It. I think that the other thing to remember, just to add, just to like kind of come in a little bit sideways on that, and I think you touched on this, like we're all protected. We're all protected. Like the reading that what struck me so much about the reading I did for Soul Treats is she's going through this, like what we're talking about, and she's not having such a hard time with it because she's like in the flow of it. She knows exactly what's happening. It like, and I'm talking about the personal. Okay, ask the mofo, Thomas. She sent me something. I'm gonna need you to give it to me, okay? So don't forget. What the hell? Thank you, Michelle. I'm trying to make it to Savannah, but we're me and Thomas are trusting the divine timing. We're just talking about it before we got on the feed. It's like, okay, well, car's down. We're just gonna like go with the flow. We know it's all working in our favor. And everything that's happening in your personal revolutions out there, all the changes that are happening, even the suffering that you're experiencing is working in your favor. And you can minimize your suffering by letting go of attachment to what is happening. Because the suffering, a lot of the suffering that I'm seeing people experiencing and what I'm sensing is coming up for them has to do with hanging on to their identity, whatever identity they've created. And we've all been a little bit off track and created an identity a little bit off track from what we committed to do here on this planet at this time. And so we're needing to break apart that identity so we can fully line up with the task at hand. I just keep getting from spirit, like, you promised. We're not going to, you don't get to renege on your promise. Not this one. This is too big of a commitment. That's what it feels like to me.
I'm looking at some. I apologize.
Okay.
Michelle, what on earth did you send me?
She sent it for me.
Okay, I don't know. I'll ask her. Anyway, yeah, it's the identities are breaking.
Yeah. Yep. And I think a lot of people probably went through a lot over this week with the August 8th Lionsgate portal.
Yeah.
That will have shaken things up for some people. And it just, the shakeup will have depended on your level of attachment, but also don't beat yourself up if you're super attached. I mean, that identity, which you've held on to, that was how you survived. That was your lifeline. That was what was absolutely needed and required of you. It's okay.
Yeah. And I mean, we agreed to this. So we don't always know what the hell it is we agreed to.
No.
I don't like me using that word hell. What it is we agreed to, like, we have no fucking idea sometimes.
Not until it shows up in the moment, right? Then we're like, oh, that's like what a pinnacle moment for me was spring solstice 2020 when we popped into the new earth and I felt it and I woke up like ecstatic that day because I felt the new energy. And all I could think about all day is like, this is why I was born. This is why I'm here. This is it right here. I just felt it so strongly. And I couldn't have known that until that moment. And I'll have more of those. I have had more of those as time has gone on.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's been a little hard. It's been a little rough.
Yeah.
But it is what it is, as I say.
Yeah.
You just got to keep pushing.
Keep pushing. Keep loving.
Keep kicking down the fucking door.
With love. So much love.
Or with love or grass, either one.
I mean, love can be in your foot too.
Yeah. I don't know. As a Cancer, every emotion is beautiful to me. Rage, love, hate, everything's beautiful.
Everything at its core is love. Everything, all the emotions at the core are love, one way or the other. And I know, well, as an Aries sun sign, like I've really had to learn to be with my emotions and not just like blast off and not deal with them. And it's interesting because it's become a core part of my work and the healing work that I do is working with the emotions, sitting with our emotions. And I just find that fascinating because like the first part of my life, I was like, nope, Like, feelings, we just stuff those as deep as we can. Doesn't work. It doesn't work. Emotions are
Yeah.
beautiful.
But it can be rough. I think with that we're complete. We don't have any more donations. Guys, I
Okay.
apologize for not linking everything onto StreamYard. I guess it's supposed to happen. As I said, it's how things work. But it is what it is.
It is
So,
what it is.
and I
Well,
will tell everyone, as I've told Ingrid and some other people, you need to watch Sandman. There's something to this.
Sandman. Okay.
All these people are putting out these TV shows and stuff right now about spirituality. And my guides are saying not to everyone sing the deeper meanings of them, like with Loki and Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. But they're really not seeing the deeper meanings of them. But there is something there that the divine and the divine's trying to get to people's attention.
Yeah.
And they're going to use people as conduits to get that information out. And there's plenty of these shows floating around. My guides are saying even like, well, I don't know if The Good Place is the correct representation for that, but it is an amazing show. Anyways, but the point is that this all these Marvel things and all these things, there's a reason why these things are coming out.
Yep. It's an amazing time to be alive.
But I guess with that, we're complete.
We are complete. All right. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Thomas.
Everyone, for being here, and you're more than welcome. And we will be back next Tuesday, 8 p.m. Peace.